Chris Johnstone. He was on with us about a month ago, if I remember right. Shared with us some stuff that everybody's like was raving over and give us more and go more detailed. And so I said, man, Chris, you got to come back. You got to share some more detailed stuff with us. So, Chris, man, how's it going today?
It is fantastic, Scotty. Thanks so much for the invitation to come back.
No problem, man. I appreciate being here. Let me click the recorder, and we will get this thing started. And it's top of the hour, so I respect everybody's time. We'll get started here in 1 second. Hello, everybody. Scott Hudspeth here with Agent Mastermind. Welcome to the call. Honored to be here with you guys and honored to be a part of your life. Got Chris Johnstone. He was on with us about a month ago, and I'm always excited to have Chris on with us. He always brings so much content, so much value. And Chris, man, I'm really excited to see what you have to share with us today. I know you've been working on this for a really long time, and you have a monster team in place to share with us what you're going to share with us. And everybody said, "Hey, Chris, come on back and go detailed with us. What do you got for us today, man? How's it going, man?"
I'm really good, Scotty, and thanks for having me.
You're always good, man. You're always good. I love to hear your voice. I know you got a new baby there, and I know you're enjoying life, and you got a new wife, and so it's just you're good. You're good company, man, and everybody appreciates you being here.
Awesome. Well, yeah, life is really good right now. But this isn't about me. This is about content.
That's right. That's right. What do you got for us, man?
Well, what I did was I called it the social company because after we did the last event, we got a lot of really good feedback and people asking questions for more details, more in-depth into the strategies that we did, because we did 5 strategies together and people were looking for a deeper dive into it. So I sat down and I said, okay, well, the things that I teach on the session are the things that I use to build my business and how I've built this social management business. So I'm going to go into the psychology of how I built everything to help you better implement it in your business. And then we're going to go into more in-depth strategies, and I'm going to actually share with you the internal documents that we use in our company to help manage our social media. I'm going to show you the calendars that we use, just all of my internal resources, that deeper layer of information.
Got it.
So that people can implement.
Sweet, man. Sweet. Love it.
All right. Is it cool with you if I just hop right in?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, love to. Yep.
Awesome. Wanted to start out with a quick disclaimer. The results that you're going to see in some of the examples that we're going to go through are not typical. The results from our done-for-you clients are not typical. I don't know your business, your work ethic. There's absolutely no guarantee that this will work for you. You have to go out and do the work, especially with social media. It's you making connections with new clients, new customers, old customers, referrals. You've got to go out and work it. I'm showing you what works for us, but it's up to you to implement and stay consistent. And just like our last event, this mini workshop has been built on the assumptions that you already understand how critical social media has become in today's business world. So if you still need convincing that the majority of your customers and competitors are on social media, this event is not for you. This is advanced content. What we're about to get into is normally stuff that we'll reserve for mastermind conversations and stuff like that. But what I really wanted to do is, based on the feedback, give you that extra layer of information as to what we gave you last time. So we're going to cut out 100% of the fluff and, hey, look at me, and get straight to your results. So let's get right into it. The major problem that I see in the industry right now is that social media is moving so fast, it's really easy to get overwhelmed. And you'll come to an event like this, you'll get a whole ton of really good information, but when you leave, it's really difficult to actually put it into action because you've got so many different things on your plate. And the next new thing is always waiting around the corner to distract you, whether it's an announcement from Facebook. Facebook came out this morning, said they're toying around with a new tool called Facebook. Actually, I don't know the specific name off the top of my head, but it's Facebook for Business. Essentially,
I heard that, dude. I'm actually excited about that. I've seen that.
Right?
I'm reading up on that, yeah.
And here we are. We're distracted by the next new thing that's already coming out, and we got a great presentation with things that are going to work for us today. So, anyways, it is pretty cool, though. I think it's going to be really interesting.
I know. I just hope it's true.
So, what I'd like for us to do here today is to stay away from all those distractions and to choose one clear method that I'm going to give you and run with just that, because I am here to share with you that all of the things that you're going to learn during this event will get you results, but you've got to pick just one and run with it, or outsource it and make sure that it becomes a system in your business. On top of all that, you have a business to run and clients to take care of. So you can't spend 8 hours a day working on your marketing. You also get to work with the lovely customers that you have processing loans and all that good stuff. So we're going to stay focused and pick the one big thing. Oh, hit the wrong key there. Here we go. So just like we already said, last month we had an event together. The feedback was truly humbling. Some of the main takeaway points was the fact that there was no hype. It was very clearly instructed, and we came to the table with strategies that were proven. I never teach anything that we haven't already gotten results from in our loan and mortgage business, and it was really nice. Thank you very much for your feedback. And from this event, if you have questions while we're going through the event, type those questions into the GoToWebinar control panel. We'll stick around at the end for as much time as we can to answer all your questions and give you the support that you need. Now, the clear request that came in during the last event was more the how and more details on the systems behind the strategies, and then more details on what I offer and how it works. And we're going to get into those things, because when you ask, we provide. And Scotty is big on the value. And that was, I think, actually the title of the email that you sent over to me, something like more value or something along that line.
Right on. Right on. Yeah, let's go a little deeper with what you shared last time.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the systems that I use in my business, and we'll just get right into it. So when I decided that social media was going to be the way for us to go in our business, I didn't want to invest a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money without knowing it was going to work for me. So I did this exercise, and this comes from Dan Kennedy and many other sales trainers. But if you think of this triangle like a table, or for lack of a better phrase, a table, the three-legged table can only stand if all three legs are working. And when we look at our marketing and whether or not social media is going to work for your business, you have to have all three legs of the table. One is the market. You have to know specifically who it is that you're targeting so that you can pull them from social media into your business. You've got to have a clear definition of who that person is. The second thing that you need is the medium. And what I mean by that is, are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Twitter? Are they on Pinterest? If you're using a social media because it's popular and there's all these user statistics that there's a lot of people on it, you can invest a lot of time and money and effort into a very popular social service that doesn't have your customer on it. So it's very important to make sure that your perfect customer is actually using the social network that you're using to market on. And then the last one is the message. If you go to the marketplace with the wrong message to the wrong market through the wrong medium, you're not going to get any results. You're not going to have anybody listening to your message. But when you combine all three and you have all three in your business, it actually makes your marketing fun and easy. And that's when you get to the point where you can automate it and have that consistent flow of customers and leads coming into your business. So in starting with the marketplace, we sit down and brainstorm the basics. Now, this is where we're getting into the workshop part. I know it's early, but we're right into work here. So make sure you get rid of the distractions in your office, shut off the ringer on your phone, pull out your notepad. We're getting started with our market. And you may have already been through this exercise before, but it's always nice to recap. Who is your customer so that you can give them the right message? And there's a trick to this that I'm going to show you in just a second. It's really important to do this exercise, especially when you're marketing through social media. So we start with the basics of who's your customer, their location, their age, their gender, what language they speak, and their occupation. Just the basic standard stuff about who your client and customer is. And think back over your business, the people that you're processing, you see the same style of person over and over again in your business. And this is different for everybody on the call. You might have a lot of first-time home buyers. You might have the client that's more commercially geared. You've got the investor. You've got all those different styles of people. Dial in on exactly who that is. Then you go to the next level, and this is really where you start to see better results from your social marketing by dialing in on what actually motivates that customer. We know basically, statistically, who they are and where they're located, but this dives into what motivates them and what's going to get them to respond to your offer. So what are they directly interested in? We know for the majority of us here on this call, we want them to be interested in real estate. What are their hobbies? What magazines do they read? What do they spend their spare time doing? What kind of car do they drive? Where do they hang out on the weekends? Are they married? What school did they go to? And I know that these seem like in-depth questions that you might not want to take the time to do, but from my own personal experience, every single one of these questions that you sit down and answer in your business will tap you into a new part of the marketplace that none of your competition has inroads into. And your marketing job becomes much easier because there's far less clutter in the marketplace. And when that person is ready for a mortgage or real estate, you are the clear choice as to who they're going to choose to do their real estate transaction with. Scotty, is this making sense?
Totally, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just going deep with like all this stuff, because if you know all this stuff, you're going to have a much laser-focused target on who you're going after. I mean, there's no question there, for sure.
Exactly. And that's where we get into the medium, because once we know who we're targeting, we can figure out what social networks they're on. So we go out and we start doing some research. Now, if you'll notice, this is where this all ties together. Because when you go onto Facebook, and when you go onto LinkedIn, and when you go onto Twitter, all of them have advertising services. And on those advertising services, you can plug in the specific details that we just brainstormed into that list. And if you look down in the bottom right-hand corner, underlined in red, you can see that I've got 28,000 people in my marketplace right now that are interested in real estate that match my customer demographic. So at this point, I can make a very clear yes or no decision as to whether or not I should be running ads and spending time on Facebook. The answer is yes. Our hometown of Guelph, Ontario, Canada has a population of about 120,000 people now. Roughly 28,000 of them reasonably interested in buying real estate. They want what we've got. So a large portion of that marketplace is available for me to market and connect with. Same thing on LinkedIn, same thing on Twitter. You just go into the advertising interface, punch in your perfect customer's details, and it will tell you how many of those people you can target in that marketplace. Keep in mind, the more specific that you can be with your targeting as far as where they went to school, whether they're married or not. We've got one client that likes to focus specifically on females that are recently divorced. She has the ability to go into Facebook and target females in the exact age range that she wants that have been recently divorced in the last 6 months. Her marketing and advertising does very well because she's the only person in the marketplace that has decided to focus on that niche. Wouldn't be getting those customers had she not done the exercise of who she wanted to target, right? So now we know who it is that we're targeting, and we know that we can get to them through the social network. In this example, Facebook specifically. Here's an additional little trick for you, and I use this in my business. What I did was I went into the Facebook tool, and I went to Add Friends, and I took my database of past clients and customers, and I uploaded it into Facebook so that it would send a personal friend request to all of those people. What Facebook will do is tell you out of the total number how many people they were able to find in your database. So you can actually have Facebook tell you the specific percentage of your database that's on that social network so that you can decide whether or not your clients and customers are actually there. If you upload your database and only 10% of them are on Facebook, you shouldn't be marketing on Facebook. If you upload your database and 75% of them are on Facebook, absolutely, you should be marketing your business on Facebook. So those are two tools that you can use to choose the medium and find out where your customers are. Then we get into the messaging. We know who we're targeting. We know where we're going to send the message. Now we've got to send this message out. Now, when I sat down and asked myself this question in our business, what is my social marketing strategy and message? It became very clear that we had to set a specific goal for our marketing. Just like in your real estate business, if you're trying to pull in a first-time home buyer, you have to show them a very specific advertisement or funnel than a different style of customer. So when looking at social media, there's lots of different ways to grow your business. You can generate referrals from past clients. You can generate referrals from local business partners, the people that send you referrals, right? You can build your online testimonials and run social proof campaigns. Use those testimonials to convert more of your leads into deals. You can build groups and pages of targeted prospects by setting up real estate pages in your local marketplace. You can do direct lead generation through advertising. But really what you've got to do is pick which one of these methods you want to do and then focus on just one, right? So when we sat down, I obviously decided these were the ones that I wanted to do. And I added using content to establish myself as the industry expert as that additional branding as part of my campaign. And I launched out every single one of these marketing campaigns individually over time. I didn't do all at once. I picked one, implemented it, put a system in place, and then moved to the next one, which is exactly what we're recommending that you do here in your business. Choose one of these methods that can grow your business, implement it, put a system behind it, and then move to the next one. Making sense, Scotty?
Absolutely. So, Chris, I know my biggest referral source was my past clients because they know so many other people. Like, I mean, they go to work with people, they have friends, they have family. That was my biggest referral source. I also, had a huge realtor relationship with a select few agents that we always did good business together, and I, of course, helped them. But those two things in itself, as far as the past, you can't lose with going with past clients or your referral local business partners. I mean, it's where the it's where the referrals are. But absolutely, it makes sense, man.
It's awesome. And is it ever? And until we step back from the doing of the thing, because I know I'm known for showing up and showing you here step A, B, C, D to how to launch a marketing campaign, but going to this level and really looking at the social strategy to your business, it allows you to identify just what you said, Scotty. Where do I get the majority of my customers from?
Right.
I need to focus on that first. Let all the other noise happen around you. Focus in on that one thing that's going to get you the best possible result. Make it work. That way you get results from social media. You're not just spinning your wheels trying method after method after method. You have to choose what works for you and your business because you're unique. Your business is your business, right? So we've got to pick one of those. And it all comes from choosing who you want to target, finding out what social network they're on, and then showing the right strategy or campaign to that person. Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Right. Now that we're dialed in on that, we can select a specific marketing strategy to get you results. So picking one of those 6 that we had on the list and driving forward with it. we're going to go through my 3 favorites just in the interest of time. So social marketing strategy number 1, getting referrals from past clients and referral partners. And we're starting with this one because for most of us here, it's going to be the big winner for us. So the first thing that you need to do when you're going out and asking for past clients from either your referral partners or your past customers is you've got to connect with your database. This can be done using just your business page on Facebook, but I recommend that you do it personally because it creates a stronger connection. Keep in mind, if you're going out and you don't want to focus on past customers and you're just going to go out and focus on referral partners, the network that you might be using might not be Facebook. It might be LinkedIn. The steps are still the same. It's still the same process. You're just using a different interface and the screen looks a little bit different. The strategy doesn't change. You take your database of those people that you're targeting and you connect with them on the social media, social network, excuse me. Once you've uploaded that list, they're going to get an invitation to connect with you. When that person accepts that connection request from you, you send them a private message on the network. And this is our template. It's worked really, really well for us. We send it out in a private message. It says, hey, first name, it's great to connect. I'm newer to Facebook or I'm newer to LinkedIn, but looking forward to staying in touch. The market's hot right now. If you know anybody that needs help with their real estate, let me know, and you put your phone number in there. A nice chat soon.
I got to tell you, Chris, that just this one thing when you friend, because like Facebook, I don't know if you know this, but when you're, whatever's in your profile, it'll give you suggestions of people you might know, past classmates, family, friends. It always, like local communities, cities, zip codes, all that stuff. So I've been doing this consistently ever since Facebook started. I always acknowledge that they friended me, accept their friendship, and then I always give them a message. It's insane how that one little thing goes so far.
It is unbelievable. We have, I didn't include the testimonial in the slides just in the interest of time, but we've got testimonials from people getting referrals the same day. They send the message, and 10 to 15 minutes later, they get a message back. Hey, my brother-in-law is looking to move right now. I'll put you in touch with them. And they're turning into closed transactions. And not to get too esoterical or whatever, but 5-10 years ago, this strategy was done the exact same way. You would reach out to your past clients with a letter and a postcard, and you would thank them for their business, ask them for referrals, and they would send them to you. We're using a new medium that's free, it's easier, and many people would argue that it's more powerful. The connections that you make are stronger, and it gets you better results. Now, I did want to share with you again another advanced level strategy that we use here in our business that you should model in yours. Every month, we put out a new private message to the database that's connected with us. So we teach the one-time launch because that's what most people have the bandwidth to handle. But when you're building a business around social marketing and using this as a strategy, putting a system in place, we have somebody internally that keeps a database of all of our past clients that we've connected with on social media, and we send them a nice friendly message once a month just reminding them that we're there, that we're open for referrals, and that we have a referral program in place for anybody that they send over. Again, it's one of those things. Every time we send it, a small percentage of that list responds to the offer, and we end up with new clients and new customers. You can do the same in your business. This doesn't have to be a one-and-done strategy. You can turn this into a system, and this becomes your database marketing. Just like the monthly newsletter that goes out to your clients, it's a monthly private message to your database that you send out one-to-one. great response coming from that.
No question.
Now, once you're connected with that person, outside of that private message, the real fun begins. And what Facebook allows us to do is to create custom lists of specific people. So if you look at this screenshot that we've got down in the bottom left-hand corner, I have 2 friends lists that I've created on my profile. One says past clients and the other says referral partners. You can probably guess who's in those 2 lists. I've got a list of our past clients and our referral partners. Now, here's why this is cool. When you go into Facebook and you go to do a status update, whatever you type into the box, there's that public button. You can click on that public button, go down and choose the custom list that you've created, and only the people that are on that list will be able to see that status update. So you can send specific messages out on Facebook that go to your past customers, and your family doesn't see them. All of those people that you're worried about ticking off by posting too much content about your business, none of them see that message, just the people that are in that specific list. If you're running a promotion for your referral partners, you can put a message on Facebook, send it out, and just have your referral partners see it by using those custom lists. They're really cool.
Did everybody catch what he just said? I think this is really cool. So what he's saying is you can literally put a message in front of only the clients that know, like, and trust you, your past clients, current clients, and that's who's going to see it, not anybody else, which is a very small list, which is very inexpensive in a really cool way. Yeah.
And you know where we've been seeing really nice inroads made with that strategy is new listings. So when you get a new listing in your real estate business, go on Facebook, post it, but only post it out to your past customers and say, I wanted you to know about this before everybody else. Share it with any of your friends and family that are looking for real estate. You've got a nice warm list of people that know you, like you, trust you, and appreciate the fact that you've created a message just for them.
Cool.
The other nice thing that those custom lists allow us to do is to see just status updates from those people. So when you create a custom list and you log into Facebook, down in the bottom left-hand corner, I've got that arrow that says past clients. I've clicked on that list of past clients. The news feed changes, and I only see status updates from my past customers. Now, why is that important? It's important because then I can socially network with all of my past clients without having to sort through all of the noise that's on Facebook. And this strategy is called the 5x5x5. And it came to me, I kind of had this realization in watching people use social media. And what I discovered is that most people, the most important thing to them on social media is what happens with their content, what happens with what they post out. They look at what other people do, but when they post a status update, the main thing that they're checking into Facebook to look at is how many people liked their picture, how many people commented on it. It's kind of weird if you think about it, right?
Yes.
So if you think about your past customers in that light, what do they want to see? They want to see their posts going viral or becoming popular. And it's your job to help support your past customers and your referral partners by liking and commenting and sharing their information. So what we do when we log into Facebook, we click on that list of past clients and we like 5 posts, we make 5 comments, and we share 5 links using our business page. And what that does for us is keeps us top of mind with all of our past clients, and when they log into Facebook, they get nice, warm, fuzzy feelings because they're constantly seeing us interacting with their life on Facebook.
If you only did that right there, you would absolutely positively get more referrals on a monthly basis, no questions. If you blocked out, and it's called time blocking, block it out in your day, go in there every day, like 5 things that you truly like, share 5 things, comment on 5 things. I'm telling you, it's insanity how just that will increase your amount of referrals, amount of relationships. You'll go deeper with the relationships you have. They'll remember you. it's weird how they come back and do the exact same thing to you. It's crazy.
It really is. And it's one of those things where nobody else does this. Like, nobody does this. And people talk about it. Like, it makes a massive impact. And again, this is high-level social marketing strategy. This is pretty cool stuff. Scotty, I hope that...
Absolutely, man.
Here. Awesome. So, this again, I don't think I'm ever going to share this again. But I decided to put it into this presentation. This is what we use internally with our social media managers to track our work that we're doing with our clients and customers. So every day the social media manager logs in and goes down this checklist of what to do every day. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed with what to do on social media, or you log into Facebook and you get distracted and 35 minutes later you're watching videos on YouTube and you've got no idea how you got there, this eliminates all of that. Right?
That's exactly what happens, man. It's insane.
So follow this checklist and it'll keep you on point. So when we log in, the first thing that we do is we go into the Facebook personal account, we like 5 statuses, we like 5 statuses of our referral partners, 5 statuses of our past clients, send 3 meeting invites to target referral partners, post your daily status update. Take the content, put it on your social media sites. Then we respond to private chats, birthdays, friend requests, and notifications. We send out the birthday messages to everybody who's having a birthday on Facebook, and then we sort new friend requests and put them into the proper list. Okay, this person goes in the past customer list. This person goes in the referral list. This person goes in the close friends and family list, right? Sorting through the contacts so everybody's in the right list. I know it doesn't sound exciting or whatever, but it's social database management. It's not fun, must be done. Then we check our groups for comments and share content. So if you're networking within personal real estate groups on social media, pop into the group, make sure you check the new content that's been posted in there. If you have a post responding back to people that have posted with you, do that every day. Then we log into Facebook business account. So everything that we just covered is done using your personal account. We log into the business page, like 5 referral target statuses, comment on 5 referral partner statuses, and then we share 5 referral partners status updates. We post a daily status update, respond to private chats and new likes, and then send 1 request for a Facebook or Google Plus testimonial. That relates specifically to a system.
Insane, man. Insane. Yeah.
Can't
imagine every day like doing that for like your past database, like everybody on social. It's crazy. That's if you did just that and you hired, you could delegate 100% of that out.
It's a system.
It's a system, process and system, and it's everything.
So, and and again, a quick aside, I've learned a lot of this from you, and I owe you a sincere thank you for helping me with the systems in my business. This has been part of the outcome.
Awesome, man. Congratulations.
Then we go into resource links, and this is where we go out and we check local content. So we check the local newspaper, the listing sites, the Google News feeds, sites like the lighter side of real estate. We pull in content that's going to engage our audience and send that information out. Then for the specific targets that we're going after as far as referral partners, we'll go check their social media accounts, and if they've posted anything that we feel they want to get promoted, we'll promote it for them. And that's every day what we do internally to socially network on businesses. And again, it makes a big difference when it happens consistently. It normally takes about 30 days for people to start to notice that you're there all of the time, everywhere, and then there's a tipping point to it, and it just immediately rolls into this, loop of positivity. It's really cool. This spreadsheet I wanted to share with you because it's going to make your job much easier. Again, internally, if you keep a spreadsheet of everybody that you're networking with specific past clients or specific referral partners, this is the layout that I use. So I've got their name, email, phone number, their website, and then their social channels. So their Facebook account, either personal, business, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Google+. And what this allows me to do is just open up the spreadsheet, click on all the Facebook business links all the way down the list. It'll open up 30 tabs on my browser, and I can scroll through all of the social communication from my entire database. It takes me about 10, 15 minutes. But if I've got 30 specific people that I want to send me business or to send me referrals, it's an incredibly time-effective way to get nice, warm, fuzzy referrals into the business. So
crazy.
That spreadsheet.
Love that too, man. Love that too. So so that more or less just spells out where they're at, what their link is, so you can go right there and just take care of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it's not hodgepodge, and you're trying to scroll through your Facebook news feed to try and find what they've posted is almost impossible.
Right.
Excellent. Content marketing. We're going to touch on this really quickly. This is the social marketing strategy number 2. Now, here is the reason why we do this. When you have past clients and referral partners that you're networking with and you're going out and you're connecting with them, if they come back to your social media site, whether it's your personal profile or your business page, and there's nothing posted there, it triggers a question in their mind of how busy are they in business? Are they active? And I know it's a little bit counterintuitive, because when you're busy in your business, you don't have time to post on social media. But that outward facing to the community, if you don't have content on your social media, something's gone wrong and you're not as active as you are, or at least that's the perception. So having your content marketing not only outlines you as the expert that they want to do business with, but it shows them that you're active in the marketplace and you are the expert. You're giving to the community, which goes a long way to helping convert. When people refer people to you, they want to refer them to an active page that has good content. So I put together just some basic guidelines. Again, we use these internally for our account managers on some best practices for social media. So engagement rates are the highest on Thursdays and Fridays. So the content that you post out on Thursdays and Fridays will get the most amount of eyeballs and will get the most amount of engagement.
Is there a certain time, or does that not really matter?
You know what I've noticed, Scotty, is that the time actually varies from profile to profile.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I get a ton of a ton more at around the 7, 8 o'clock mark. Mm-hmm. But then I've seen a huge influx back again at 10 and 11 o'clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Really you know what's funny? The interaction that I get on my social channels at 7 and 8 o'clock at night are from the people that I'm personally connected with. So friends, family, guys on my soccer team, the beekeeping society, all those people connect with me at like 7, 8 o'clock at night. But when I post out information between 10 and 11 o'clock in the morning, it's my mortgage partners, my real estate community, all of those people that are in, they've got their business hats on. They're the ones that interact with me between 9 and 5, and I get a different interaction from a different set of people in the evenings.
Right on, right on. Yep.
So with that being said, photos get 39% more interaction absolutely when you put a photo in a post. It takes more screen, gets more eyeballs, will get you more engagement.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about photos, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree with me on that. I typically won't read a post if it doesn't have I scroll through and look for photos or videos.
Yep, me too.
I don't even stop for the words. It's just like it has no. I don't know. It's just weird.
And one of the reasons why Pinterest is so popular.
So popular. Yep. Good point. Good point.
And Twitter also very popular because people like short, concise, to the point posts. So if you're gonna go on a big long diatribe, turn it into a blog post and then make a short social media posting that directs over to the long blog post. Keep those posts nice and short. Questions get 100% more comments. And we actually turn this into a strategy, which I'll share with you in just a second here. But when you ask people for engagement, they will reciprocate and like and comment and share. That's why you see a lot of those posts out there that say, like this if you X.
Right. Then people do it.
Oh yeah, and it's weird, but again, it's one of those things that will get you results. So internally, in our business, our social account managers, when they don't have posts from past customers and interaction that they're doing, they default to this content schedule. And it's somewhat of a launch sequence that we do every week. So Monday we do motivation, Tuesday we do humor and entertainment, Wednesday we look at current local events that are happening in the community, and if we can't find anything that's being talked about in the local community, we default to a world or industry-related event or piece of news. Thursday, we do interactive postings, questions, surveys, fill in the blanks. There's a very specific reason why we do this on Thursdays. Again, you saw from the statistics, it's one of the busiest days on social media. So we've got the most amount of eyeballs. Facebook has this thing, it's their algorithm, and it is what decides how many people see what you post in their newsfeed. It works the same, well, it doesn't work the same on your personal profile as it does your business page, but there's an algorithm for both. And the more likes and comments and shares that you get on a specific piece of content, the next piece of content that you post out will naturally go to more people if the status update before it was very popular.
Interesting.
So what we do is, for lack of a better phrase, we bait our community on Thursdays. We'll put out something funny, something interactive, something that people really like, a social piece of content, so that we get a lot of likes, we get a lot of comments, we get a lot of shares. We engage the community, and what are we doing? We're priming the engine for Friday so that our reach with our posts on Friday are as broad as we can get it, and we get as many eyeballs as possible. Because on Fridays, we post our stories of transformation and testimonials from past customers. And that is where we're directly marketing and asking for referrals and asking for business with our social content.
Beautiful.
So we take screenshots of the testimonials that have been left on the Google profile and the Facebook profile, put them into a nice looking image, and then post those on Friday. And you know, the postings go, there's lots of them out there, but for an example, so that you can take this and model it, you know, another wonderful testimonial, if you know anybody that would like the same great service with their real estate transaction, give us a call at phone number, or we'll be at Open House XXX this weekend. Between this time and this time, stop by, we'd love to see you. And it, again, engages that community, and you touch the most amount of people possible because you preloaded your content with a positivity post on Thursday. Saturday, we do helpful resources for tips with people around the house, organizational tips, stuff like that. Sunday is a free day, and we urge our clients to do a personal bonding exercise on Sundays. So get out there, you know, show people that you're a real person. You're hanging out with your kids, you're, you know, going to the local, you know, the farmer's market or whatever it is, right? So Sunday's personal bonding. So that is our content strategy and schedule that goes out.
Cool.
Social marketing strategy number 3, which many of you will know is my personal favorite, is a paid marketing system. Running ads, generating leads, and converting those people into deals. Here's exactly how a paid marketing funnel on social media works. You target your audience, and we started the presentation outlining exactly who that person is so that you can get your message right in front of the right person. And you can do this on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, doesn't matter. Post these ads where your customers hang out, right? You target them, you promote an advertisement. A simple ad here, sign up for immediate notifications when new listings hit the market in Guelph, Ontario. A nice offer. When people click on that advertisement, they're taken to a capture page or a lead generation page. And the purpose of that page is to get that person to give you their name, their phone number, and their email address so that you can follow up with them over the phone, via email, and with text message. I know that there's a lot of information out there on how you do this. It is that simple of a process. There are nuances within it, but if you put these three pieces together and start to tweak and promote, you will get better and better results. We run daily leads from Facebook through that exact process that I just showed you.
Awesome.
So when you set up your targeting, make sure you take all of that information that we brainstormed at the beginning, you plug it in. It makes building your advertisements very easy. Make sure down at the bottom you can see there's a button that says more demographics. Click that button. That's where you put in married, went to such and such school, makes such and such income, and then make sure that under interests you've got real estate, property, and mortgages. Just to show you, these ads really pull a lot of traffic, especially the real estate based ones. This one here, 90 clicks to our lead generation website for about $30 spent. Engaged over 3% of the people that saw that ad actually interacted with it. Facebook ads very powerful to drive that traffic to the lead generation page. I put this slide in here because most of you that are on this presentation, actually all of you that are here today, have been invited by a mortgage professional. And this posting is just, it makes so much love for both of you in your businesses. And you should get together, combine your forces or your budgets or whatever, connect with each other and talk about this strategy and figure out a way to make it your own. This is a listing that was posted by a real estate mortgage partnership that's going on here. And the ad says, stunning new listing from Stephanie at, and then we tag the real estate business. Then we take the information from the mortgage professional because it's going to help us hook in a higher quality lead from the posting. And we say available at X per month with 5% down or X per month with 20% down. Call phone number for further information or a no-cost pre-qualification consult. So if they click on the picture of the actual advertisement, they'll go to the listings page and get exposed to the real estate side of the business and the actual listing itself. If they click on the link that's in the post, they go to the lead generation page to fill out a mortgage pre-approval. You get to generate 2 leads from the same posting, and different people will fill out different forms. It becomes a great lead generator for both of you, and you can share the leads back and forth between each other. Again, same process. Target the audience, write the ad, drive them to a lead generation page.
Yeah, and I would just a little disclaimer here. I would make sure that you have consult with your HR as far as, or your compliance person, to make sure that you have all the correct wording in this. Just when you're putting numbers out there, I know in the U.S. we get a little, it's getting a little crazy with what you can and can't do. So make sure you get that approved through whoever you need to get it approved through.
Yes, that's a great point. And at the bottom, that blacked out information.
Yeah.
There's an area there for the compliance information that goes out on that.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely,
cool.
You want to be compliant with everything that you do. And Scotty, thank you for mentioning that. Some example of a lead generation page. Again, an internal resource of how we keep track of our ROI. Again, internally, the last thing that you ever want to do is run advertisements without tracking how much revenue actually comes into the business from the ads that you're running. So this is the internal spreadsheet that we use in our business to keep track of the results that we're getting for our done-for-you clients. So you can see here that ad, or one of the ads that we ran, we spent $272.98. We got 1,598 clicks. We generated 43 page likes because of the ad and generated 1,325 clicks to the website. Of those 1,325 people, 43 became leads. And then internally, that's tracked within the business. and then you track how many of those leads actually turn into deals, and you can calculate your ROI. This spreadsheet, you just plug the calculations into it. Those are all of the critical statistics that you need to track within the system, and that's how you calculate your ROI.
Awesome.
So I just fired up a couple of these, Scotty. I've got, at this point, we have hundreds of them, of people that follow a real estate professional on social media that reach out through private message to ask for help or to ask for information. When you do these strategies and techniques and you get out there, like I said, there's a time it takes for the machine to gear up. But
Sure.
Once you have it up and running and you maintain consistency, you become the real estate professional in their mind. And when the penny drops and they decide that it's time to buy, sell, move up, move down, whatever it is, you've got the mind share, and it really, it just consistently happens.
So I think where I see the most value of this is, one, you're putting systems in place, a process. I mean, everything's based on a process. I mean, I know we continually every 90 days meet and go, okay, here's our process for this. How can we make it better? What do we need to change? We go out, ask the consumer, whatever. But I think if you are all real estate agents on this call, if you are consistently, persistently staying in front of your database with the 555, with the Facebook ads, with the communication, no one is ever going to call you and go and say, stop communicating with me. You're over communicating. It just never happens. And especially if you're using this amazingly powerful social media planet Earth we have with Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Pinterest, and somebody brought up Instagram. Guys, there's a party going on, and your clients are there every single day, 2 to 3 hours a day in most cases. Mm-hmm. If you're in front of them, they can't forget about you, and they can't forget about what you do for a living. And everybody, for the most part, wants to help other people, and especially if you've taken care of them. One of the big phrases I always love to say, it's not what we do, it's not what we say, it's how we make them feel. Mm-hmm. If you make them feel important and you take care of them and you put them into a home and help their family to accomplish one of their goals, dreams, and desires, is to have a new home and have a bedroom for the kids and all that stuff, they never forget about you unless you just go away and never follow up, never stay in front of them, and never communicate, and interact in their lives. So what he just shared with you is insane. So I know we're running a little late on time. Chris, do you have anything that, like, if somebody wanted to hire you for your services, and guys, we're not here to sell you anything. I mean, this stuff, you can hire bits and pieces of it. You can do one thing. Like Chris said very, very clear at the very beginning, pick one thing. And if you just did the 555, I'm telling you, your business would increase, your referrals would increase, but you have to be consistent about it. You have to have it in your schedule. You have to do it over and over and over again, even without results, because you might go a month without anything, and all of a sudden you got 3 people in your database that go, hey, I'm thinking about buying, I'm thinking about selling, my coworker, my friend, my family, my coworker. Holidays are coming up. Everybody's hanging out together. It's an amazing time to crank up that referral relationship, deep relationship with your past clients, current clients. So do you got anything, if somebody wanted to hire you to do, and I don't even know if you have this or not, I think you do, and you've done it for me before. Do you have anything that you could do this for them? I don't even know if that exists, all of what you just shared with us.
Yes. So I've got, and that was one of the feedback pieces that we got from last time. Great information. I'm never going to implement it. Can you do it for me? And the answer is yes. And Scotty, I hope you don't mind. I put together some slides on it, and I'll skip right into them. I've got an internal team of social media managers that I train, that I work with every day, and we do this. We do your social branding, so we'll set up all your accounts so that they look good, you look professional, everything looks good. We go out, we do the direct referrals, so the 5x5x5 to your past client database and asking them to leave you online testimonials. We take care of all of that for you. Building the online reviews from the past customers. We take care of the messaging to the past clients. Networking with the referral partners that you want to target in your business. We take care of all that for you. Creating all of your content, networking you locally in your local marketplace. Your social media account manager does all that for you. managing your paid advertising campaign, we do all of that for you. Then once a week, you get reporting and accountability where we'll send you a report and show you, here's all of the past clients that we networked with, here's all the referral partners that we targeted, here's all the information that we shared, and here's how your advertising performed. And you just get it in one little chunk. It takes you 10 or 15 minutes to review the reports. Then you've got to make your follow-up phone calls, but everything socially has been done for you. Works really well. Testimonial from Mel there. In a very short time, I've been able to secure deals specifically from my efforts with Chris and social media. We got no contract to sign. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's a one-time setup fee of $997, and it's $750 a month to manage the program. Today, we have room right now for 6 people in the program. You get a special discount if you get in today. I dropped the one-time setup fee to $500. That's a $497 discount because of our relationship with Scotty. And I give you a $250 discount for 3 months. So for the first 3 months of the program, while you're trying it out and making sure that it's a good fit for your business, it's $500 a month. After 3 months, it goes to $750 a month. So the total discount today, $1,247. And if you want to get started, it's chriswebinar.com. And you can get started for $500. So hopefully that's nice and light. There's no pressure. It's just if this is what you're looking for, we want you to know that the options available. It's not a hard sell. It's not pushy. It's got to feel right for you.
Can you go back, Chris, can you go back to the one thing that you do for everybody? Because I think everybody's going is, how does this compare to City Blast? Guys, this City Blast post relevant and information on your Facebook page, totally different. This is a whole, like, he called it the social media company, and I'm not trying to say on this, but there's one, I don't know which one it is, that has all of this stuff. I think it's 58, 59, 58 and 59.
Oh, I can't see.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so guys, this is a whole social media business. So this is, there's all that stuff that he shared with you today is all and what I would do is if you like one of these things, pick one and go hire somebody to just do that, or have your assistant tackle it, learn it, research it, Google it, YouTube it, whatever. Pick one of those things that you can do yourself. And the 555 thing, if all you do was the 555, if you run the custom Facebook audience ads to your past clients, if you did nothing more than import your database using the import and send invites and see where your database is, that in itself will help you connect, engage, but only if you send the message, hey, thanks for the friend request, hey, in that short message. You got to follow through with it, and you got to connect, you got to engage, and you got to follow up with people, and be a part of their lives. That's what Chris does for you on this thing. But it's not hard. It is time consuming, and you got to go, all right, is it the best use of my time, or can someone else do it and have 80% as good results while you're out taking care of the leads that are coming in and building those deep relationships and all that stuff. So that's kind of what I wanted to share. And go to the 5-star viral, getting the reviews, referral partners, connecting with them, top of mind. So and you'll get a copy of this PowerPoint, so you can look at it yourself and go, okay, I want to pick this or I want to pick that, or hey man, I'm going to have Chris dial this in for me and do all of it, and then get the report and accountability. Whatever you do, whoever you hire, whoever you go with, pick somebody that is going to show you what the results are, show you what they're doing. Even if it's an assistant doing it for you, hold them accountable and say, hey, I want 3 leads, or I want 1 lead a week, or 2 leads a week from my past database, and here's how we're going to do it. We're going to call them. We're going to do the 555. We're going to do this. Make sure that you're putting something in place so you can track. Chris was very specific about tracking what you're doing. Every time we do a different campaign, we use a different email so we can know how many emails did we get, how many emails came in, how many people clicked on the link. Use different links for different websites, different links for different social media sites. Track all that stuff, because if you find a home run, you can really dive in. And it's about writing small checks to cash big checks, but you don't know where it is if you don't track it, you don't follow up, and be consistent and persistent about it. So, Chris, I appreciate everything you shared with us. It's all crazy good stuff. The Excel spreadsheet, the accountability, the 555. I love the 555. That's just great stuff, man. So I can't wait to see some of the results from the people that are going to. And then if they want to get a hold of you, the website, just go to the website, or is there, if they had if they had questions about it, is there somebody they can talk to, or maybe just get a grasp of what all is entailed? I know, or do you have a recording of what's all entailed, or this recording would probably share with it, but we didn't really cover exactly what you do. Would that be somewhere they can go?
If they go to chriswebinar.com, it's all outlined on the page.
Perfect.
And there is a video on the page that just
shows it all.
It's a little bit more
awesome.
information.
Awesome. All right, man. So, Chris, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all you're doing for everybody out there. I know you got some big things going on. I can't wait to hear about it. I know you can't talk about it today, but, man, I can't wait to hear what's going on and who you're working with. You're going to hear from Chris. You're going to see him out there, and you're going to see him with some big companies he's working with right now. So he knows what he's doing. He has my recommendation. If anybody's on the fence, I've known him for a really long time, and he's done some work for me, and it's just I've always been happy with the results, and I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, Scotty.
All right, man. Thanks so much, everybody. Same time, same place. Next week, we're going to be here on Agent Mastermind. If you're joining us for the first time, go to facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. And I appreciate everybody and hope everybody's gearing up for the big holidays. I'm excited about it. I know we got a foot of snow last night, so I'm going to go dig myself out and try to head to Indianapolis. If anybody's in Indianapolis, hopefully if there's anybody on the call that's going to be in Indianapolis tomorrow morning, I'm putting on a little hour and a half show for you guys, or a class for you guys to just help. I don't know. My passion is helping you guys to get one more deal a month, or maybe 10 more deals a month. I don't care. So whether you picked up one word, one strategy, one little way of doing something, time management, whatever you picked up, I hope you picked up something that's going to help you today and the following years to come. So I appreciate you guys. Honored to be a part of your life. Chris, thank you again. And we'll see you guys on the web. Take care, everybody.